Hey, everybody. I'm excited to introduce to you my optimizing series. That means for the next 5 podcast episodes, including this one, we are going to be talking about optimization. So for today's podcast, we're talking about optimizing your Facebook page. So stick around. You're listening to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast.
Welcome to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast. And now your host, Meliss-Ep.
So because we're talking about optimizing our Facebook page, what I went ahead and did is I pulled up the definition of optimizing and I pulled up my personal Facebook page so I can walk us through what it looks like and what we need to do to make it even better. So the definition of optimize is to make the best or most effective use of a situation, an opportunity, or a resource. And when it comes to Facebook, what that really translates to is every single option that Facebook gives you, you should fill it in. You should use it. And you should use it to the best of your ability in the way that they are asking you to. Because the platform rewards people who are using the platform the way they intended it to be used. And so that means if you just optimize everything, your profile will be featured more than others will be featured. Like you've followed the rules, you've done what they said. So you're the star student, so they'll push your stuff out more. Now, does this help overall? Yes. Does this help on specific posts? Not really, but keeping it optimized is going to help attract your target market. It's going to help you show up as an expert in your industry, and you're going to look really professional. So I've got my Facebook page open. This is my personal Facebook page. And the first thing I see, and I'm on the desktop, is my cover photo. So to optimize your cover photo, you need to first have a cover photo. So make sure you have a cover photo. Make sure it's the right size. Now, the size for your Facebook cover photo at the time of this recording is 1640 by 924. However, the way you see your cover photo on a desktop versus on a mobile is very different. On one device, it's going to look blurry or it's going to look cut off. So to kind of do the best you can with what we've got, I recommend that you use the event photo sizing, which is 1080 by 1920. Now, when you pull this size up, and you can edit it in Canva if you don't have a designer to do this in Photoshop, when you pull this size up, there is going to be a square in the center. And that's the sweet spot. You want to keep all of your text and images inside that center square, because that way you'll know that it won't be blurry on mobile and the text will be seen on desktop. So try that out. Now, I will say when you create a cover photo, you might have to play around with it a little bit. You might have to upload it and then erase it and then put it up there again and reposition it and then fix something and move something around. So just be patient with that process. Make sure that your cover photo actually tells people who you are and what you do. It shouldn't be a picture of your dogs. It shouldn't be a flyer that you made for your coaching business one day for an in-person networking event. So the only thing we see on your cover is 3 lines in the middle of your flyer. It shouldn't be just a flower. Let people know when they land on your page who you are. Hi, I'm Meliss. I do this, da-da-da. Now, the other thing you want to do is when you click on the cover photo, once you've uploaded it, you click on it as if your users, your audience would actually click on it. It opens up in a bigger view, and the right panel allows for you to put in some text in the description. To optimize your page, make sure you're putting text in that description. And that text should be clickable, a link of some sort to some sort of call to action. Maybe it's a link to your Facebook page, your business page. Maybe it's a link to your Facebook group. Maybe it's a link to an opt-in. Maybe it's a link to a sales page, whatever it is. But make sure you have text there and a link directing people somewhere. Now, below the cover photo is our profile picture. You want to have a profile picture, and it'd be really great if it was a picture of your face. And you could click on that as well and also write text in the description. Below that is our name. So make sure your name is there. Now, if you're using Facebook for clients as a way to get clients, then I would suggest having your real name here. Below that, we have text. Make sure that you've put text in there. I choose to put in there what I do. So right there underneath my name, it says online marketing strategist and business growth expert to coaches and healers. If you can say what you do in one sentence, that's a great place for it to go. Luck doesn't exist. What you believe about your business is what you will attract. How you feel about receiving money through your services is going to directly influence your sales. Join me for my new program, Client Abundance, where I will teach you how to attract an abundance of new clients. We will be using energy and alignment, as well as practical marketing strategy to get you what you want. abundancestrategy.com/clients. As we scroll down to the left, we have the intros. Make sure you're filling all this out. Facebook puts it here because they want you to display this information. And for profiles that don't display this information, you're alerting Facebook that you don't really have an optimized Facebook page. You aren't taking advantage of all the opportunities. So fill out where you work, fill out what website addresses you want to put in there. I recommend having 1, maybe 2. If you have a full-time job and a side hustle and another thing, and you start putting all of those website addresses there, it's just too much. Below that, we have the featured photo. Make sure you are using this. Put a featured photo here. Now, you're allowed to have up to 9 featured photos. So you could have a variety of photos. You with your dog, you with your kids, you with your spouse, you drinking a shake, you working out, you helping a kid if you're a parenting coach or something like that. Or you can have one photo that just has a call to action. Join my group, book a call, something else. So that's where that would go, in the featured photos section. And just like in the other 2 photos, when you click on this, there is a place for a description. Use it. Make sure you're filling everything out. Now let's scroll back up. This was all under the tab called Posts. Now we're going to move from left to right and we go to About. Under About, we have Overview, Work and Education, Places Lived, Contact and Basic Info, Family and Relationships, Details about you and Life Events. Make sure you're filling all of these out. Now, if you're a very private person, you don't want anyone to know who's in your family or relationships, then don't do it, or add 1 person. But to fully optimize your page, you should have everything here. Now, if we wanted to be really, really accurate, you could look over to the right and there's a More with a down arrow, and you click on that and so many more options show up. We have videos, check-ins, sports, music, movies, TV shows, books, apps and games, likes, events, questions, reviews given, and groups. You could go through every single one of those that allows for you to fill something out. For example, movies you like, TV shows you watch, books you read, and you could fill those out too, and then you would optimize your profile. I want you to think about having a dating profile if you were online dating, for example, and you have your profile up there and you hope that you find the person of your dreams and nobody contacts you. You're like, what's wrong? Is it me? Is it something I said? Is it the way that I look? No, it's that your profile isn't fully optimized. So not only do you not get pushed up to the top, people don't like looking at a profile that isn't done or that has empty gaps in it, right? If you were looking to date someone and you went online and you started scrolling through all the profiles, you wouldn't want to start a conversation with someone who doesn't have a profile picture, or you wouldn't want to start one that has a profile picture of them plus 5 other people, so you're not actually sure which one is them. So just think about it in that way. You want to fill out all this information. You want to show who you are as a business owner, as a person, since you're building a personal brand. But like I said, if there's anything you don't want anyone to see, please don't do it. Only do what you're willing to show. But to optimize the page, we want to fill every single thing out. Back to the dating application on the dating site. If you have these questions that they have there to prompt you, like, what are your biggest dreams and goals? And it's empty and you're searching for someone, you're going to go, I don't know what their dreams and goals are. So I don't know if I like them enough to even start a message with them, to even start a conversation with them. So you see how your profile is like that first entry point where people can make a first impression on you. So make sure it's very clear who you are, what you do, what your intention is, what your beliefs are. Now, we can go even one step further and say that your content is really, really important here as well. Having content or not having content doesn't mean that your page isn't optimized, but I just want to throw that in there that while people are coming to your profile page to see, hey, who is this person hanging out in a Facebook group with me, make sure that your content actually speaks to who you are, how you feel, how you think, what you believe, because that means that the people who relate to those posts are going to be excited to be in your world, and they're going to start following you, or they might friend you, or they might start a conversation. So this is the first impression that random strangers have when they come search your page. And that profile picture and the cover photo are visible by everyone, even people who are not your friends. So make sure that it's showing off whatever it is you want to show off. I hope this helps. Go optimize your Facebook pages right now. And if you think you have it optimized, go back and check right now, because you might not have done it in a while, and it's a great opportunity to update some things. Maybe you want to change your website link, maybe some photos, maybe you call yourself something different in the bio. So take that time today to do this, and I'll see you around for the rest of our optimizing series. How you feel about receiving money through your services is going to directly influence your sales. Join me for my new program, Client Abundance. It's all about expanding your business by energetically and strategically getting more clients. Guided by energy and alignment, as well as practical strategy behind putting what you need in place to attract abundance, Client Abundance is a live program delivered over 4 weeks for coaches and healers. We start next week. Get yourself registered at abundantstrategy.com/clients. See you there.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast at www.marketingtipswithmeliss.com.
Hey coaches and healers, it's time to feel supported in your business. Head on over to our free community to get access to my best resources for free. I'm talking marketing tips, business strategy, feedback, and so much more. Join now at magneticmarketingmastermind.com. See you there.